Hey, this is Sam Black with my third match with Sun Titan Control in Modern. So far I've lost to Eldrazi and Red. Here I'm on the draw with a very slow hand, but it has Supreme Verdict, so there are a few matches where that would make up for it. I'm actually going to keep this. I think the matchups where this hand isn't fast enough are not great anyway, and Mortar Pod can be big in some matchups, and my hand is very live. I can cast all my spells and well positioned to do things. Oh. Well, this is a matchup. Obviously I'm playing against Lantern. Emuria and Sun Titan both seem very good against Lantern. And the Mistveil plans that I added helps a bit. Yes, Sun Titan has the problem that it can't actually attack through bridge. Ulamog is nice. I guess I might as well pay 2 life to put the Mortar Pod into play. I want the Mortar Pod into play, and 2 life doesn't do anything. Detention Sphere is quite good. Detention Sphere is really good to be able to hit off Sun Titan. I guess I should just path this thing now. Well, my opponent doesn't have Fired Spellbomb up. I guess Jace Prince Prodigy is a reasonable card to name. Wouldn't be bad in this deck. Kinda wish I had one in my deck now, in fact. Good idea, opponent. Alright. That Wall of Omens turns this into draw 2. Yeah, no hits. My opponent and I each have 5 lands at the moment. So I'll just pass. Oh, I guess there's no reason not to. Well, there's not no reason, but I think that what I should be doing is equipping the wall. And then I can throw the wall at my opponent, and then I can command it back to draw another card if my opponent doesn't mill me into something else, into another wall. Alright, that's the 6th land, which lets me do this. For Mistveil Plains. Pow. I think my opponent should probably Ghost Quarter my Mistveil Plains. But I guess Sun Titan kind of makes that awkward. I'm just going to get back a Plains. My opponent is correctly milling himself now, which is what should have been happening all along. I have no idea why my opponent was fueling my graveyard. Oh right, I don't have a second white permanent yet. Oops. Theoretically, probably should have equipped the Mortar Pod or something. Okay, so just one more Plains. Try to get the Emeria going. Oh, I see that. I was just milling a Codex Shredder. Got it. Not regrowing with the Codex Shredder to put the Codex Shredder in the graveyard. I got confused there. There's Surgical. Okay, so I have 7 Plains, so Emeria is on. a reasonable chance that this should name this fail plans. So I guess I'll activate it and put back command. Yeah, I guess naming Aether Spellbomb is probably substantially better, since I can Aether Spellbomb my Ulamog to keep exiling stuff. So now I'm looking for my 10th land, or 10th mana. Guess I can just Ulamog the Needles, it doesn't really matter. We'll take Nykthos. And Detention Sphere, man, all the hits. So, I believe I can Detention Sphere the Needles. I'd do Codex Shredder, but my opponent could just sacrifice the one that I target to regrowth something. I guess I should have actually counted. I do not have enough mana to Ulamog this turn, so I'll just Sun Titan instead. Let's see. I guess I'll just get Cortosar. Negate sounds pretty good. I don't know that I care about this, but let's assume that I probably do. Okay, so let's Ghost Quarter Academy runs. Reasonable chance that's my opponent's only basic. Being able to get the land doesn't matter, but it's kind of funny that that happened. still has exactly enough mana to Codex Shredder, but can't Codex Shredder because they're tapped. Wish I could Detention Sphere right now. Oh well. Oh, I guess this is just lethal. Don't need to be grinding as hard as I was preparing to grind. Okay, well, I don't really think my opponent was playing that right, in that they should have been milling themselves from the beginning, but now things get better. I get this, and these, and these, and these, and I lose this, and these, and I guess I don't have to worry about what happens when I have Stony Silence in play, because my opponent really can't win then. Definitely don't want to spell. Oh, and Path is obviously bad. I think Revelation's fine. I have enough good things to hit, and the game goes long enough that it can get me out of a spot where my opponent's stopping me from drawing anything good. Well, them is not a high priority. Vegetize Command is also pretty terrible, obviously. Is there anything in the board that's not awful? No, the rest of this board is quite bad. Knight of the White Orchid's also not great, but I think it's fine. You can attack early. My opponent just doesn't have, like, that many lands, but no big deal. I guess I want Mortar Pod to grind through. Yeah, I guess I just bring in the Mortar Pod Wall of Omens combo. To grind through Bridge. And just grind value. Alright. Seems fine. I don't think it's worth aggressively mulliganing for Stony Silence. My opponent is too likely to just answer it with a discard spell or enchant removal spell, and I only have 3 of them. And I think that I can just find them over the course of the game. It's hard for my opponent to hardlock me, since I have a lot of card draw, and Cortisar draws from not the exact top of my library, which makes it a lot easier. So I'll just get a basic Plains and play a Border Post. So if my opponent plays a land and doesn't mill this knight, then the knight is on. So now we have to see if now my opponent has to decide if knight is worth fighting. Which it probably is. It's roughly the best card I can draw this turn, but it's not actually the best card, and finding me Stony Silence in my hand or graveyard is a threat. This is actually a really annoying deck to play against if you're a Lantern. Because the Sun Titan means that whenever there's a Stony Silence on top of my deck, there's just not a good option. Oh, I should have missed Veil Plains. Surgical is one of my opponent's better cards. Let's see. I can still attack. I guess Mist Veil Plains is a counter for surgical. That helps. So let's. I guess Mist Veil Plains is already on because of the border post. I think I'm happy drawing the Prairie Stream, so. I don't want my opponent to Ghost Quarter me. Alright, so now Detention Sphere is in my graveyard, ready for my Sun Titan. My opponent has more lands than I do, so this knight's on. Knight's still on because of Vegetize Command. And Surgical's gone. Yep, Grafdigger's Cage turns off Vegetize Command on Knight. Fortunately, it doesn't turn off Titan for Detention Sphere. That's a good one, too. Does that mean I don't have Pilgrim's Eye? No, I don't think it means that. I guess I could have Pilgrim's Eyed with the border post and then played the plains to have Mist Veil Plains up and not paid the 2 life, but 2 life doesn't matter at all. There's Stony Silence. That is, as I mentioned, horrible for my opponent. This matchup is amazingly bad for Lantern. I guess I could have used Mistveil Plains in response to the needle. Doesn't seem like a huge concern. If I were tracking my opponent's hand better, I might know what they have. But that's not the case. So I'm going to play Sun Titan. And I'm going to get Detention Sphere. This is probably all wrong. I'm probably just supposed to be getting Stony Silence into play as fast as possible, but okay, that's totally fine. So now, this Sun Titan can get the Detention Sphere. For the bridge, I can Ghost Quarter the Academy Ruins. And then this other Sun Titan can get back Stony Silence. Alright, fair enough. Well, let's go digging. I want to negate. Maria's off because of Grafdigger's Cage. And I guess I just passed negate up. That's fine, I can just play another one. Yeah, this is lethal. Okay. That's one of the worst matchups I've ever seen for Lantern. I'm glad I learned it on this side of the equation.